was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind, way behind, trying to make a deal. Then he saw you two, girl, reading through the thread. She was dropping cold, hard logic on the crazy things they said. He leaned in close and grinned, said, girl, I know you're tired. This ain't how we do it. Better step back in line tonight. Fire on the mountain. Run, boys, run. YouTubery's got a brand new sub. Snark in the comments, venom in the tone. Bless your heart, darling. Now get off my throne. The devil popped his laptop, said, I'll start this show. He found a toxic little forum where the ugly minds go. He typed in all caps fury just to make a scene, but she just raised one eyebrow like, boy, that's weak and mean. He said, I'm the king of chaos, I can break your little page. She said, honey, I eat drama for my breakfast every day. YouTubery's got a brand new sub. Snark in the comments, venom in the tone. Bless your heart, darling. Now get off my throne. Hey! The devil bowed his head low. This must be a dream. She didn't need to holler, didn't need to scream. Just one sweet little warning, and the whole thing spun apart. Calm as a church bell ringing, sharp as a house cat's heart. Fire on the mountain. Run, boys, run. YouTubery's got a brand new sub. Snark in the comments, venom in the tone. Bless your heart, darling. Now get off my throne. Fire on the mountain. Run, boys, run. Run, boys, run.
Good morning. Jump scare. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning, Magic. Good morning. So, the title today is 2,189.3 miles to me. And there's a reason that's the title. Okay. What a lot of people don't know is that way back when I thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail. Good morning, KY. I can't help it. I giggle every time. I know it's Kentucky. I know. Kentucky Granny, you're going to be real proud of my coffee cup this morning. And my coffee cup this morning. And most every morning. Oh my goodness. Kentucky Granny says, you're exactly how I pictured you. Never stop learning. Be happy and giggling. Yeah. So she said, hell yeah. That's my coffee cup most mornings. It just is. Num. Okay. I can fit more coffee in it. So, I was saying, I thru-hiked the Appalachian Trail. And now the trail mileage changes every year because they do reroutes, and then the flood happened and all the things. So, yes, please, Kaylin. Yes, please. So, when I hiked it, it was 2,183.9 miles. More than enough. 2,189.3. I don't know. I get it all jumbly. See, I have a no-nonsense personality. I'm Jenny. Peanut butter and jealous. So I just kind of wanted to go over the trail today. It's an amazing place. If you just have a chance, it's an amazing place. There's a lot of great things about it, a lot of great things about me that came from being there, that came from that accomplishment. There's a whole lot of people. Hi, Cookums. I'm all cammed up. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, teacher? She said I get winded walking to the mailbox. Well, you're about to find out. About to find out. Cookie, this is my coffee cup. It just is. Nummy for the tummy, okay? Nummy for the tummy. So I kind of wanted to look at there's the Instagram versus reality. You'll see people post these beautiful pictures online. I have some of them. Maybe someday I'll put a short on that has like a lot of my pictures in it. In fact, I might do that today. For now, I'm just going to run my dumpster about it. So there's a lot of Insta pictures. There's a lot of pictures I have that are just beautiful. Okay, there's so many things, but the reality. Let's see. Yes. The reality is it's hard. Okay, and if you start out when you should in March or April, it's cold. It is. My arm has a tail. My dog has a tail. It's muddy. It's wet. The Southern Appalachian Trail is basically a veritable rainforest. You are not clean. You stink to high heaven. You smell like Jess Machado. Okay, I'm just going to throw it out there. Yes, smell like Jess Machado. It's bad. It does get to a point, however, when somebody like a day hiker walks by and you can smell soap on them, that starts to stink. And that's probably Jess's problem, is that soap starts to stink. I can throw shade into any stream, Lordy. Okay, don't give me one of them fans like Jimmy's got. Shade, bitches. I can throw shade anywhere. Speaking of shade, it's a lot of trees up there. But yeah, the Insta pictures, even my pictures, just are not, they don't quite cover it. Not really. Now, most people start out at Amicalola State Falls. Okay, the falls, the park there, they're beautiful. They're Insta worthy. They are amazing. However, if you start out your hike there, you will have to climb a good more than a mile, it feels like, up stairs. They have stairs going up the mountain. Don't. Okay, because that approach trail is over 8 miles and it does not count toward the mileage of your thru hike. So why do it? Just go up to Springer, start on Springer, be done with it. Because I'm telling you, a lot of people swear by that approach trail. No, you'll have a lot of trail purists say you have to. You do not. Okay, you do not. Also, I was guilty carrying too much gear. Okay. People will put 40 pounds of gear on their back and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to hike this. No, you're not. No, Pookums. No, you're not. There's a saying out there, you carry your fears on your back. I think we live a lot of our lives that way. It's not just in hiking. We live a lot of our lives carrying our fears on our back. So out there on the trail, if you carry way too much water, you're afraid of running out. Carry way too much food, you're afraid you're going to run out. Carry too much clothes, you're afraid of the cold. I mean, there's just so many things. You shouldn't even be carrying that much. Having an extra anything is pointless out there. And there's a lot of hikers, they're not going to let you go without. But what they do have is in different spots in the hostels, just all kinds of places, grocery stores out there. When you go for a town stop, they have a thing called a hiker box. So if you've got something in your pack you just ain't using, or you thought you might need and you don't, you drop it in the hiker box. Another hiker will come along, they do need it, so they'll grab it out of the hiker box. It's free gear. It's hikers helping hikers. So it's just a really cool thing. Live and learn, lean is essential. Yes. So the first place you run across, really, you do go through Woody Gap, and you can get off and go to a hostel there, but really, at 20 miles, sweetie, just go home. If you need to get off the trail within that length of time and you're not hurt, go home. Mountain crossing's about 32 miles in, a place called Neal Gap. Amazing. They only let thru-hikers work there. And Winton Porter used to own it, but 2 thru-hikers actually bought it from him. So it's a pretty amazing place. And you get a pack shakedown there. They do it for free. They go through your pack and they basically they tell you exactly why you're wrong. They're not trying to sell you nothing either. They're just like, you do not need all this. Don't carry all this. Crazy person. You definitely want to look at your shoes. A lot of people think, I'm going to get them waterproof Gore-Tex boots. I'm going to get me some big old hiking boots. I ain't going to have no blister. Yeah, the blisters will be catastrophic. Your feet will look like hamburger. And I've seen it, and I'm not exaggerating. Hamburger. Okay, don't. Just get a lightweight pair of trail runners. You want something that's going to dry out quick. You don't want waterproofs because it's going to trap moisture. Your feet are going to be wet. Like, it's ew. Just don't. Trail runners, okay? I, in particular, like oboes. Okay, I'm an oboes kind of girl. So that's what I do. You want trail runners that are going to be breathable for you. So you're going to go through Georgia. It's going to be steep. It's going to be rocky. It's going to be jagged. You're going to think, this isn't a trail. It's more of a torture chamber. I did. But then after you've crossed, what is that town? Hiawassee. After you've gone through there, you get to a place called Bly Gap, and there's this tree. It's all twisted and cool, and it's all kinds of it. Okay, that tree, she is her. And you've made it to the state line. You've made it to the state line. You've got your first state down. You're doing okay. You're on your way. One state down, way more to go. Kaylin said, I'd get kidnapped or run into a serial killer. There have been things happen up there, but very few. It's probably one of the safest places in the world to be, because these people, they don't criminals are lazy. Okay. They're lazy. Most of them aren't going to climb a mountain just to get at you, no matter if you're as beautiful as Kaylin. But yeah, Bly Gap is a place where everybody takes a picture because it is the thing to do. But like I was saying before, the weather can be interesting because you think it's spring, it's Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee. It's going to be beautiful. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's going to be snowy. It's going to be icy. It's going to be nasty. You are going to face scares with hypothermia. You're going to have freezing rain. You're going to be miserable, and you're going to love it. Or you're going to learn to love it. One of those things is going to happen. You're going to love it. You're going to learn to love it. You're going to get wet, or you're going to feel the rain. That's the only options you have at some point. But you get this it's a sensory experience. Okay, there's these decaying leaves that just smell of the most gorgeous earth, and the trees and the air is so crisp and clean, and it's nothing you've ever experienced if you just haven't been there. You got the rhododendron tunnels that are just absolutely amazing. Where is that dog? I don't know where she went. But the rhododendron tunnels are just God. And the fog, there's a heavy morning fog. Kaylin's worried about them snakes and stuff. The fog makes it, you could almost imagine yourself in the Civil War. You know, you could almost imagine that it's times long gone. It's completely the past. And believe me, no matter, you've got thousands of hikers out there, you will spend most of your day alone, just walking, alone, climbing, alone, tripping and falling alone. But I'll tell you this much, if you need help, drop trowel and go pee, because a guaranteed troop of damn Boy Scouts is going to come up the trail, and you're going to have to pull up and trowel real quick. Every time you want to go pee, there's going to be a group of somebody coming by. Every time. So just, if you need help, pee. That's all you need to do. But most of the time, you're going to be alone in that thick fog. Oh, and if you're the first one on the trail, you run into them spider webs. It's nasty, but it's kind of cool, because you know you're the one, you know. So you've been through there, you've been through Franklin, you've been through the NOC, you've done all the things, you've been all the places. Wonderful. And then you get to the Smokies, Gatlinburg. Okay, a little story about that. Long back then, when a couple years after I did the trail, there was a huge fire. Huge fire. Okay. We had a lot of our hikers that were trapped on the trail. Somehow, some way, by the grace above, they made it out. They made their way out of an entire forest being on fire. They did it with a pack on their back, and they did it on foot. I'll never know how they did it. I'll never know how they got out. It was so big, but they did. We didn't lose a single hiker. They all got out. We lost a lot. Gatlinburg lost so much. I'll tell you what happened. The government wasn't allowed to help. Red Cross, FEMA, and them, okay, they were taking donations by the truckload out of town, away from the people, saying, well, when you donate, it goes to other things too. What? What are you doing? So there was a man there who opened his warehouse up for people to come and donate that would stay local. They tried to shut him down. It didn't work. Also, Dolly, our beloved, gave $1,000 a month for, I think, 6 months to every family. Everybody got $1,000 a month because it was unbelievably bad. Life's blood, y'all. Life's blood. The Smokies are also, they're even more dangerous than just the fires. It is the terrain. The fatigue is real, okay? And it can be brutal in the Smokies. Not only that, but they have these things called shelters along the trail. They're not really, they're more of a lean-to, okay? They've got 3 sides, completely open to the elements. It's just like, if it's got big old hail or something, you're just happy to have one. And they're sparsed out. And you don't have them every mile. Like, they're sparsed out. In the Smokies, you absolutely have to stay in one. You have to. They'll get you if you don't. Like, you can't just camp anywhere you want. And you have to be in that lean-to. If it's completely full up, okay. but you have to stay in it. And those ridge runners are not playing around. Okay, they'll get you. They will get you. You leave the Smokies and you come to Virginia. And Virginia is a psychological nightmare. It is about a quarter of the entire trail. It's about 500 miles of trail, and it is not flat. I don't care what anybody tells you. Don't listen. It is not flat, okay? No. No. It's beautiful, but it's not flat. It's got some amazing places in it. It's got the Grayson Highlands. If you ever have the chance to take a trip out there and you don't want to do the hiking, just go to the Grayson Highlands. You will see these feral ponies, okay? Little miniature horses. And they will give birth right in front of you. Like you are walking along the trail, they are giving birth. It's amazing. They'll walk right up to you. They will try to lick the salt of the sweat off your arms. Don't keep any snacks in your pockets because they'll try to get them too. We got there. But yeah, Virginia's gorgeous. It's got beauty spot. Oh my gosh, what else is there? Ooh, there's a place. It's called Trimpy. Okay, it's one of those lean-to kind of things. If you ever get the opportunity, don't stay there. Don't stay at that shelter, lean-to, whatever you choose to call it. There is a nest every year. There is a nest of copperheads in there. Well, baby copperhead. I found out the hard way. They're there every year. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. But yeah, Virginia counts for about a quarter of the trail. In Virginia, as you're nearing West Virginia, there's a cult. I'm not joking. There's no joke here. No mini ha-has. There's a cult. Okay. It's called the 12 Tribes. I didn't know. I wasn't just some dumb. I was plumb dumb, honey. I did not know. And I was at, maybe it was Snicker Gap. No, I don't remember. But they ran across me. They were in a pickup and they were like, hey, do you want to do a work for stay at a hostel? And I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. So they drove me to this beautiful farm. It's weird. Yes, Kaylin. So it's this beautiful farm. And everybody was dressed really strange, okay? Like the men were wearing kind of jeans with the bottoms cuffed and like these, I don't know, plaid shirts. And all of them had a tiny little ponytail in the back. Nobody had a haircut. It's a tiny little ponytail in the back. The women all had their hair up and they were kind of dressed in these like balloon style pants, you know, like them genie pants or something, and very, very modest shirts. Some of them were wearing ankle length skirts. It was weird. I was like, oh my gosh, we have entered like I Dream of Jeannie meets Little House on the Prairie meets Jeannie went straight up modest. Like it was just weird. And they have these little like bunkhouse type cabins on the property and the hikers stay in there. And they invite you to come to the house and eat dinner with them. Turns out they all live together in these big houses. Y'all, you're not allowed to eat with a fork at this particular cult. Everybody eats with chopsticks. I don't know the religious reasoning behind that. Then they're like, oh, we're going to have our gathering. We're going to be doing all this. And I'm like, oh, okay. What? Like somebody just starts singing and you got people playing instruments. That's fun. But then they're like holding hands and they're dancing in a circle and they're doing this weird crap and they're doing like these weird kicky down. I don't know. I was like, oh, okay. This is what we're doing. Well, I had twisted my ankle prior to that. So they were like, well, stay here until it's all the way healed. You don't want to be, going up north as rocky as it's about to get with that ankle. I agreed. I still didn't know it was a cult. I still didn't know. I knew they were mighty religion, but I didn't know. Y'all, it's called. Okay, it's called. There was this guy there and he wanted to leave, but they wouldn't give him a ride to the bus station, wouldn't give him a ride anywhere, nothing. He's kind of a bigger guy. And he was in the hiker, like in the hiker cabins. And they came out there and they were like, oh, it's time for you to move into the house. You've been here a while. He didn't have a choice. Like they grabbed his stuff. He had to go and move into what they call the single men's room. So it's this room with all these bunk beds. And anybody who's not married stays in them rooms. Same way with the women, different room. Okay. They marry them off young, y'all. They marry them off young. That's all I'm going to say. They also work them young. Real young. Like there's little itty bitty children out there doing jobs, not having some schooling. Okay. That's what they want to do. It's what, nothing I can say about it, right? The kids are not allowed to joke around. They're not allowed to play. They do not have toys. Imagination is considered a sin. It's really weird, y'all. It's really weird little cult. I highly recommend you look it up and look up the videos of people that have gotten out of it. They used to tour in like this weird bus to Grateful Dead concerts. And I don't know if they still do that, but they have hostels, I've come to find out, all up and down the trails, those long distance trails, all over the United States. In fact, all over the world. And this cult, I come to find out, was started by a guy named Eugene Spriggs, who changed his name to Yonik. And he was a carny, which I'm going to do a whole stream on another time because I spent years traveling on the road as a traveling carny. You know that. A lot of you didn't know that. So I can't wait to tell you all about those adventures. I've had a lot of adventures in my life. But this cult was interesting. Look, Kaylin said, I'd low-key be trying to rescue them youngins. You can't. You can't. People have tried. And DCF has actually stepped in and judges just give them back. Yep. They've actually caught them having the child labor in their like weird soap factory or whatever. They just give them back. Nobody's allowed to own a cell phone unless they're like an elder in the community. They talk about they don't have the modern things, no TV, no internet and all that. How they got a website? Tell me that. Why are they running a website if they don't have the internet and all that modern stuff? Why were they doing a YouTube channel if they don't have all that? What they count on is the people that live there don't know it because they have no access to it. But these higher ups, they have it. They have all that. They sure do. In fact, you'll have the like the higher up's wife actually has keys to their vehicles. I was not a member of their community, so I was allowed to like go whenever I wanted, whatever. And I saw her leave and I was like, hey, can I ride with you to town real quick? Can you grab something? She had her kid with her, right? She stopped and got her kid fast food. They're not supposed to. It's way against the rules. She stopped at a thrift store and bought her child a toy. A toy that they hid. I have so much dirt on some of them. I saw one of the teenage girls sneaking out to go behind the house with one of the teenage boys. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that is near the end of Virginia. What is the name of that town? It's near Bluemont. Darn it. Anyway, by this point in the trail, you've probably formed what they call a tramley. It's your trail family. You've made all these friends, amazing people. You've formed your tramley and y'all are hiking together, most of you at the same pace. You've kind of got your rhythm going. And it absolutely devastates you if somebody in your tramley leaves. You form these bonds. You have almost a shared suffering. Okay, just almost a shared suffering. And it's I don't know. It's a good suffering. Like you've accomplished something. I don't know. Let's see. Is Kooky still here? Is Kooky Jamie James still here? Kooky Jamie James. Zach, you better stay away from them ducks. I'll send you to the 12 tribes. Zach, do you like my coffee mug? No, 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 no. I know it's probably gross to hear somebody drinking one of these mics. Ugh. Icky pill. Kooky, yes, you're here. Okay, so we're about to the halfway point in the trail. So I'm going to give you all something that I gave to my Kookums because she has been my StreamYard AI life coach, tutor, whatever she wants to be. She's my wife.
Pretty kooky Jamie James walks in with a plan. Notebook full of questions, marker in her hand. She says, tell the truth clearly, then give it a shape. Make the first 10 seconds worth the time they gave. No secret handshake, no velvet rope, just better questions and a little more hope. Jamie James teaches how to make it land. Turn a rough idea into something people understand. One good hook, one honest frame, a brighter channel with pretty kooky James. Hey, pretty kooky James. She showed the YouTubery where the buttons hide, how to bring a guest in and keep the talk alive. Open StreamYard, check the mic, send the link around, read the comments, share the screen, never lose the sound from I can't do this to look what I made. She turns confusion into a simple parade. Jamie James teaches how to make it land. Turn a rough idea into something people understand. One good hook, one honest frame, a brighter channel with pretty kooky James. If your title feels tangled, start with what you know. If your thumbnail says nothing, give it room to show. If the room feels quiet, invite one voice inside. The YouTube relearn StreamYard and the fear stepped aside. Who can learn? Anybody. Who can try? Everybody. What comes first? Make it clear. What comes next? Put it here. Jamie James teaches how to make it land. Turn a rough idea into something people understand. One good hook, one honest frame, a brighter channel with pretty kooky James. Press record, be useful. Let your real voice stay. The lesson keeps on moving when you pass it on today.
Do. Okay. How do I fix it? Oh no. Okay, there I am. Pretty cookie Jamie James. So we were getting to our halfway point in the trail. Well, more of the psychological halfway point. Okay. Now we've gone a long way. We've been through 500 miles of Virginia. We have encountered a cult. They've tried to keep us, and we've gotten away. And we arrive in Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. Now, I call this the psychological halfway point. Everybody calls this the psychological halfway point because you get there and you've got the ATC Trail Center. Now, I am not a fan of the ATC, and here's why. They have no authority over the trail. None. They pretend they do. They try to act like they do. They collect money as if they do, but they don't. Okay. They don't. If you ever see, oh, the ATC says this, just go, yeah, I wipe my butt with that. The old school hikers pay no attention to what they say. None. Okay, there's a million things they should have rebuilt along the trail, a million bridges that needed repaired after the floods. They didn't step in. Locals did it. Okay, they took all that money. All that money. In fact, they took a buttload of money from the pipeline guys that wanted to run that pipeline through the trail. And when I say a buttload, I mean millions. So that's how I feel about them. Harper's Ferry is a cool place. When you're coming down the mountain, you come to this bridge, crosses the James River, and you walk along this long bridge, and the scenery is just gorgeous. And you go up this side trail, takes you straight to the ATC Center. You get your picture taken and your hiker number if you want to. You don't have to if you want to. And you can stay there in town. It's pretty expensive to do. It's very historical, though. I did because I wanted to see some of the reenactments. I wanted to soak in a lot of the trail. I didn't just want to go through it. There's kind of a saying along the trail. The last one there wins. Okay, so the last one to finish wins. Because you soaked in so much. So it's a great place. After you leave there, well, you kind of have to cross rivers again. And a lot of people, they might quit in Harper's Ferry. They might feel like they've done what they need to do, and then some might speed up. I was one of the second crowd. I was one that slowed down just a little. There's a lot of people out there, they want to slow down. Okay, you got to protect your mental peace. This trail is a psychological game. It's hard on your body. It changes you in every way. But it is a psychological game, and it will break you if you let it. It will break you. When you're walking those days alone through these forests, through the balds, through everything, the only person with you is you. You are in your own mind. And when they say, don't go too deep into that, don't overthink it, don't go that far into yourself, like don't do. You can't help it. That's where you are. That's who you're with. And it's all you have. And you do go into it. You dig into yourself something awful. And you have to be able to beat that. And to do that, you and your family can slow it down, be together, sit on rocks, just have some lunch. Camp after 1 mile if you want to. If you found that perfect spot, camp, enjoy. So we did, and it was wonderful. Maylin said, you look like I thought you would. I hope that, oh, Lord. She said, girl, brush your hair. No. Let me tell y'all, I went to bed with wet hair last night. I woke up. I woke up. My bangs were like this. Wee! Oh my God. It looked like Snuffleupagus eyelashes. It was like, hey, what are you doing? Hey. I was like, oh my Lanta. Some kids don't brush their hair. Woo! I took the dog out. My bangs were like, how you doing? I was like, oh my God. Lord, don't let nobody walk outside. Lord have mercy. So many things. And in case you hadn't noticed, if you can look at this little uneven mess, you know how we were talking before? I'm just getting off the top. Y'all know I have the tism. Y'all know I have the ADHD with it. We'll get there when we will get to Katahdin when we get there. Okay, so you see, I was given Ambien to help me sleep. One. You see that? One. Apparently, I got up in the middle of the night, went into the kitchen, and cut my hair. There's about probably anywhere between 8 to 10 inches of hair off of my length. Like it's only to the middle of my back now, just about. And my bangs. Yeah. Yes, Panda. Ambien's a trip, okay? And I got up and I was like, what in the Samuel L. Jackson is this? I'm looking in the mirror going, damn, who is this broad? Okay. Y'all, in my trash can, in my kitchen, hair, big old ponytails worth. Don't take that mess. No, ma'am. Don't take it. Don't do it. It says, oh my God, if you missed the window with Ambien, you will trip balls. I ate everything in my whole fridge with no memory of it and woke up in the floor of my closet, coloring the wooden floorboards with Sharpie. Stop it. Okay, I love you more. I love you more than I did before, and I didn't know that was possible. So, what do you want, Bailey? What do you want? What do you want? Hold on. Let me see if this bitch will get up here. Hold on. She is dying to come here. Come on. Come on. Hi, heifer. Hi, heifer. This is my heifer. You see her? That's my bitch. That's my dog. That's my dog. Girl, you're not getting no. Y'all. She wants something. So yeah, I am straight up not taking that business again. Yeah, so a whole bunch of my hair is gone, just gone. So now if I don't do something with it while it's wet, my bangs are like, how you doing? We're just gonna be right up here. Hi, over here, over there, this way. Or wee. Yeah, it's not good. No, ma'am, not good. It's pretty awful. So, you know what? I'm going to see what this doggo wants because I have a feeling she's hungry again. She's a Labrador, y'all. So why don't I put a little piece of music on for you? And I'm going to go get my dog a snack. I'm not going to leave you with nothing, I promise. I'm going to give you Give you a little num of music. Let's see. What do we want? Okay, I'm going to play the Christmas song because I want to. But it does say in the song that it's Christmas 4 months early. And it's just because of them doubling down and going after Tug. And I think that I love that for them. Okay.
Snow is falling on the studio light. I'm editing a video late into the night, but the comments section is a battle zone full of rabid trolls who won't leave us alone. They spread their lies and they spin their hate, so I sat right down and I started to write a letter to the North Pole, clear and true, saying, Santa, I just need one wish from you. Oh Santa, let these rabbits mess with the wrong one tonight. Let them face the real internet smoke and the light. Bring an end to the drama, bring peace to my stream. Give the internet the gift of a beautiful dream. Oh Santa, beautiful dream. Up in the workshop, Santa read the note. He looked at the long list of names that I wrote. He shook his head and said, I've had enough too. My naughty list is filled with this rascally crew. He packed up his sleigh with the marvelous plan to hand these silly rabbits to a mighty kind man, an umbrella-wielding hero who stands for the right to give those trolls a legendary internet fight. Oh Santa, let these rabbits mess with the wrong one tonight. Let them face the real internet smoke and the light. Bring an end to the drama, bring peace to my stream. Give the internet the gift of a beautiful dream. Oh Santa, beautiful dream. The rabbits were warned, told to pack up and stop, but they doubled down on trolling, thinking they were on top. So Christmas came early, 4 months ahead of the day, when the umbrella guy stepped into the fray. Lovingly known as Tug, with his facts and his wit, he dropped the real smoke and he didn't stop a bit. For everyone lied about, everyone hurt. He cleared off the mud and he cleared off the dirt. He brought the joy of Christmas to the creator's space, putting smiles right back on every single face. The rabbits learned their lesson, the truth won the fight, and the whole wide web is celebrating tonight. Oh, now the music is pumping, the chat is alive, a grand internet party where we all can thrive. Log on, log in, hear the holiday cheer. Thanks to Santa and Tug, it's a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good stream.
And I'm unmuted. Look at me, Kookie. Look at me. Hold on. Boom. Look at me, Kookie. I'm unmuted. Lordy. Okay. So we got to the halfway point in the trail. We've been to Harper's Ferry. We've enjoyed the reenactments. We've done all the things. We've entered Maryland. We've done all the stuff. And the terrain is different. It's been hard until now. Hi, Habibi. There's my menopause mama. But yeah, we've done all the things. The terrain has become different. Our bodies have changed. The mountains have now become almost an active enemy. Okay. Honest to God, like I am not even exaggerating here. Almost just an enemy. And you really need the people around you at that point. You're starting to hate what you're doing. You're starting to hate yourself for even deciding to do it. You're starting to love yourself for deciding to do it. It's all the things. It's all the stuff and all the things. Okay. And you're going around and the rocks are becoming bigger, more frequent. Some of them are small. Some of them are embedded in the earth. Some of them, we call them the ankle breakers. Some of them you are scrambling, you're bouldering. You're in these limestone rock fields. Okay. And that's why they call Pennsylvania Rocksylvania. If you ever go out to the trail, you're going to hear that word, Rocksylvania. It's hard. It's hard. I have seen parts of this trail make grown men cry. Grown, young, strong men. Not like Rocksylvania. Ooh, that will have the strongest of the strong just sit down and go, what was I drinking when I decided this? Okay. Now, there are places in those rocks where there are slithery little snakes all hidden up in there. And don't mess with that. You'll know it. You'll hear the rattle before you get to the snake. But they're there. Okay. Falling off of these huge boulders is a huge possibility. There are so many things that can happen to you out there. So many things. It's a very difficult place. It's like you have to be relentlessly focused to not get a major injury in these areas. I was lucky. Okay. No twisties, no follies, no ankle breakies. I didn't slide down any rocks there. It was okay. You hear my dog. But it was okay. It was difficult. It was exhausting. The physical work, it bled into my soul, y'all. It was emotional burnout. Like I cannot begin to describe it. It was emotional burnout. But you get past it. And you get up into, New York, Jersey, and all that. There's this place. I don't remember the name of it. It's been so long. But you can be on the mountain and you can look down over the bald. You can see the New York City skyline from the mountain. And it's like, what? And there's actually a train that goes through there with a little covered train stop. And you can get on that train and you can go into New York. Yes, you can. And people do. I did not. I had no interest whatsoever in seeing anything of the North like that. No interest whatsoever. I'm good. I'll stay in the woods. I'll go into these little small towns. I'll resupply, get my butt right back in the woods. No interest in it. So that's what I did. But you can hear the highway traffic. You can see the skyline. And from a distance, it's quite beautiful. I just didn't have any desire to see New York City up close. I've seen enough. Now, when you get up in that area, it gets quite expensive. So you've got these things called trail angels. And trail angels are just the people that help out hikers along the way. They love the trail, they love the hikers, and they want to help. They'll give you rides into town. They'll stop if you're hitchhiking, they're great people. And some of them, because clean water up in that way is real scarce, they will leave coolers at like trailheads, and you just get in that cooler, get yourself out some water, Gatorade, a snack, whatever they left. It's just there for the hikers. And most hikers know, take one. One. Don't be greedy. And hikers aren't the greedy sort, probably because they don't want to carry it. They don't want to carry it. It's those acts of human kindness that it restores your faith in humanity. You know, they'll be there to rescue the stranded hiker. You know, it's amazing. Massachusetts isn't so bad if you stay in the woods. And the highest point in Massachusetts is Mount Greylock, and you do actually have to climb that. And that puts you into the thinking of what's coming, because what's coming to you is 1,000 times harder than anything you have done so far in this trail. Over 1,000 miles of trail. And nothing is harder than what's to come. Nothing. You have Connecticut and Massachusetts, and all you have to do during those things is basically deal with that looming anxiety of what's to come. Then you get to Vermont. So you think you've still got it made in the shade, right? You think you're still going, what is that she doing? You think you still got it made in the shade. No. Vermont has a nickname on the trail. It's called Vermud. You will be knee, I'm not joking when I say knee deep, sometimes thigh deep, okay, in mud, to where it'll suck the shoes right off your feet. You'll fall in it, and you'll just be all, ah, good morning, New Hampshire woman. New Hampshire woman's about to know everything I'm talking about. And then you leave Vermont, Vermud. You've left the mud behind. You've probably lost several items to the quicksand that is the mud. And you enter the White Mountains. There is nothing more beautiful. There is no place with more volatile, dangerous weather than the White Mountains. New Hampshire woman, testify. Testify. Give me a hallelujah. Okay. The White Mountains are unbelievable. You are in a place that will do away with you in a second. You're in a place where when you're on Mount Washington, I believe, it'll be the middle of August, and you better have your winter clothes because it'll snow. August, July, it doesn't matter what day it is. It could snow on any given day in those White Mountains. It is extremely expensive when you're hiking through there. They have these things called huts. You're not allowed to camp wherever you want. And these huts are basically a big bunkhouse. There's no roads. So when people bring supplies up there, the people that work there, they are gorgeous. They are dangerous too. But when the people that work there bring supplies in, they have to hike them in on their backs. We're talking 100-pound packs, and they're hoofing them up the much respect. I understand the cost. You can't stay nowhere else. And if it's full, you get turned away. And that is a rough time. The weather up there is, you're in the alpine zone. You're above the tree line. Okay. So when you have a big storm, you are the highest point. And guess what strikes the highest point? Like, it's, if a storm is brewing, you want to hoof it. You want to be below that tree line, okay? Because it ain't good. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. The weather will hurt you, okay? It will hurt you, and it will hurt you bad. It will hurt you to the point where you are no more. It's done it to many of the people. You wouldn't be the first. You won't be the last. And people go out all the time anyway because it's amazing. So I didn't make it through there unscathed. I thought I was being slick. I wanted to be like them little 19-year-olds hopping rock to rock. Whee! Yeah. I was, oh gosh, maybe 10 miles, maybe about 10 miles away from Mount Washington and southbound. I was about 10 miles south of Mount Washington. Big, big hill of nothing but rocks. And I was trying to hop rock from rock, and I fell hard, real hard. I could walk, but barely. And there was no way I was walking with the weight of the pack on my back. There was a guy that was hiking kind of with me, kind of whatever. And he was like, look, down this creek bed, there's a campground way down that creek bed. And I'm like, oh, great, a second location. And he put my pack on top of his. So he had about 80 pounds on his back. And I limped with my trekking poles as best I could down that creek bed of rocks. Pain, pain, pain. And made it to that campground. And he had already paid for a private room for me to heal up in. And they had already given him ice packs and everything because he told him what happened. Stayed there for 2 days waiting for the swelling to go down. Luckily, nothing was broken. Yes, Mount Washington is the most dangerous weather in the world. There are actually signs up that say, if you are not prepared for this, don't go any further. This mountain will kill you. They absolutely mean it. It's not a joke. I was on top of that mountain in August. I promise you, I put every stitch of everything I had on my body. It was so cold. I was freezing. I've got pictures, and I'll probably put like a compilation short up of some of the pictures. Right there on Mount Washington. And I promise you, you can see the look on my face says, whoa, I'm freezing. But yeah, that was just an ankle twist. Thank goodness. The swelling did go down. I had to take it quite slow through the rest of the whites. And I came to a place called Gorham. New Hampshire woman might know that place. It's my coffee mug, y'all, in case nobody saw. But I came to a place called Gorham, New Hampshire. And there's this hostel in Gorham, and it's called The Barn. So much fun. Oh my God. I believe I have pictures of that, and I might have video. I'll have to look. I might. But people will just be laying outside, playing guitar, sitting inside singing. There's a huge bunk room upstairs, and it's just, if I had to pick a town up north, I'd pick Gorham. It was amazing. Gave me faith in Yankees up there, I'll tell you. It really did. But I think I have pictures. If I do, they'll be in that compilation later. I was so glad to be off of Mount Washington that I didn't know what to do with myself. But then you're getting through all that and you realize you've entered Maine and you know the worst is yet to come. The whites weren't the worst. No. Bet they unsub now. Zach, oh my God. Now you're making me paranoid. Now I'm gonna look. I don't like you, Zach. You're making me paranoid. Lord have mercy. No, they didn't. Zach, you're so mean. Habibable said, I hiked a little bit of Mount Moonadok in Jaffrey, New Hampshire. Mm. Well, also, oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot a place in New Hampshire. How could I do that? Y'all, it's on Route 25A. I believe it's 25A through the Whites. It's a place called Hiker's Welcome. Oh my God. Y'all, that place. It is like a hippie haven, a hippie heaven. It is, if you think of a bunch of hippie, dirty hikers, a bunch of hiker trash hanging out and trying to rest their weary bones from New Hampshire before they climb Mount Musalaki, it's Hiker's Welcome. Every time. Every time. But we did enter Maine. Okay. So in Maine, there's a place called the 100-Mile Wilderness. They mean it. Okay, this isn't like the 100-Acre Wood. Okay, we're not talking Winnie the Pooh around here. The 100-Mile Wilderness is wilderness. Okay, there's a big old sign before you enter that particular section. If you do not have at least 10 days supply on you, don't go. Don't do it. If you don't have at least 10 days worth of crap on you, don't do it. Because I'm going to tell you, it's wilderness, and they mean it. People have been in that 100-mile wilderness, and they have not come out. There was one, Geraldine Largay. She went by the trail name of Inchworm. Older lady, experienced lady, an avid hiker. Now, a friend of mine was hiking near her pretty much the whole time. I wasn't, but Geraldine went off the trail for what we will never know. Could have been to use the bathroom, could have been for any reason. She went off the trail. And she wasn't found for about 3 years. When she was found in her tent. So apparently she must have got hurt or something. She was able to set camp. And she was able to write in her journal to her husband. She was searched for. Searched for. She wasn't nothing but a few hundred yards off the trail. They couldn't find her. She wasn't found for years. That's the 100-mile wilderness, y'all. She ran out of food. She ran out of water. And she passed in her tent. Not far off the trail, probably thinking help was coming. Do not underestimate these places or the people that have hiked them, because there are inherent dangers. I will never forget that. And you think you're going to get some cell service? No. You're just not. So you pass the 100-mile wilderness and you come to Aball Bridge. You know you've made it. You know you've made it. The Golden Road. Aball Bridge. You're coming to Katahdin Stream Campground, which is a campground of sorts. The rangers are strict. You have to get your permit. You have to do it in a certain amount of time, like the whole nine. You have to climb Katahdin and get back down in a certain amount of time. Weather can stop you in your tracks, and they shut it down. I believe in mid-October, sooner if the weather means it. Mount Katahdin is not a joke. Okay, people cross a ball bridge and they stay at that campground a day. They stay maybe two to rest their weary selves for that terrifyingly steep ascent, that boulder scramble that goes through the mist and the fog and into the sky, because they want to reach Katahdin's peak. This is an overwhelming release once you get there. When you put your hands on that sign at the peak of Katahdin, you have wrestled the knife's edge. You have boulder scrambled. You have climbed that rebar that they had to put into the mountain. And your hands touch that wooden sign. In a single moment, you process all the stress, all the grief, all the happiness, your trail family drama. You process your triumphs, your failures, right when you touch it. Everything floods you. You process all of it. All of it. And then you climb back down. Okay. What on earth? Something popped up. What is that? Anyway, you climb back down and it hits you. Sorry. It hits you that you're going home. You're going home. After 6 months. Thank you, Panda. You should do it. You should do it. It's a beautiful moment in your life. But you've been living out of your backpack for 6 months in a tent that you're basically just a Welch's fruit snack for a bear in that thing. Around a bunch of dirty hikers. You're lucky if you got a shower once a week, okay? You are looking dirtier than J7. Your hands are filthy. Your face. Everything hurts. Everything's healthier too. And now you're going home. And you get home. And there's so much sensory overload. It is. There are people everywhere. There are cars everywhere. Everybody smells like soap. Everybody smells like perfume. It's overwhelming. Every sense you have. And then it hits you. The post-trail depression is so real. So many people have to actually get therapy because not only have they healed themselves, their inner selves, their inner child, they've accepted things about themselves, they've wrestled with themselves, they've struggled, they've spent day upon day upon day inside their own mind and they reconciled all the things they felt they needed to, and then they get home and nobody understands. Nobody knows what they're feeling. Nobody understands the real oh, they say they're proud. I'm proud of you. You did it. Mm-mm. Nobody understands that accomplishment. They don't understand the injuries, the failures, the fear of the most dangerous animal on the trail, a tick. Ticks are the most dangerous animal on the trail. And everybody has a fear of it. It's wild. Trying to keep the field mice out of your food when you hang it. Trying to get that perfect hang so the bears don't get, like, all the fears, all the stresses, all the happiness, the laughter, the campfires, the sing-alongs, the guitars in the middle of the night, the banjos at the hostels. Like, it's all amazing. But nobody gets it. And it's depressing. And it hurts so bad for so long. But years later, it's all good again. You're used to the public, kind of. Like, I have the kids, I'll never be used to public. All of them can just kiss my butt. I'll stay right here online with y'all, with you. Okay? I have no intention of having a bunch of people in my home. I barely put up with myself. So it's just a thing. But I get it now. I get why people didn't understand, because we've got modern hikers out there now, years later, that I don't get what they're doing. I don't get it. They're doing all kinds of weird stuff out there. I don't get it. I never will. If I ever go and hike it again, I won't do what they're doing. I'll do it old school. New Hampshire one says, our state finally started charging people that got hurt on the trail and had to be rescued. It was getting ridiculous. A lot of people get hurt or die in the White Mountains. Thank you. Just like I was saying how dangerous it is. It is. She's not lying to y'all. How many people, usually day hikers too, have to be life flighted out of the White Mountains because they decided that they were the exception to the rule, that they were going to go up Mount Washington on foot on the trail in just a t-shirt and shorts, because they're going to make it up and down during the daylight. They decided the weather would be fine. Fine. It's August. How cold could it be? Yep. They have to be life flighted out. No, not just life flighted. Y'all. Okay, there's no way to do that in most of the areas of the Whites. New Hampshire woman can testify. Okay. They have to have the helicopter as close as they can get. From there, an ambulance will get a little bit closer. From there, they will have four-wheelers that will get as close as possible. From there, they will have men with a stretcher hike to where you are, put you on a stretcher, hike you back down. They put you on that four-wheeler thing. They take you to the ambulance. The ambulance takes you to the helicopter. The helicopter life flights you out. This is not good. So New Hampshire started charging. Yay. I'm glad they did. They needed to. It was getting ugly. It was getting downright ugly. But that's like a basic rundown of hiking the Appalachian Trail. Now, there's a lot more to it. So much more to it. But I wouldn't want to be the one to spill the beans. I want y'all to do it. I want y'all to do it. Okay. So we're going to take a little break, and then we're just going to say hi to everybody and have a good time. Because I don't know, my heart was touched to talk about the Appalachian Trail, which means that somebody in there is thinking about doing it, needs a little encouragement, and needs a little understanding of what they're getting into and some truth about the danger. So let's see what I can play for y'all and make fun. I want something drama-y. I want something drama-y because, drama. Who doesn't like a little sip? Oh, y'all.
Well, you won't find us streaming things we shouldn't share. With a mountain of fast food and matted, unwashed hair. We don't cry to total strangers for a $20 bill, or blame the world for drama that we manufactured still. Some folks chase after glory, but these guys chase a screen. The train wrecks of the internet, if you know what I mean. Put food on our plate. We got our lives together. We don't leak our own address. Yeah, we're logging off and laughing at this absolute train wreck. Hey, turn it off. Now we don't go on tangents for a 4-hour stream, making up some wild excuse or living in a dream. Threaten all our viewers when the donations slow down, or act like we're the victims while we play the local clown. You can keep your viral tantrums and your endless cycles of lies. We'd rather watch you crash and burn than ever sympathize. 'Cause we ain't no loghouse, we don't live for the digital hate. We don't beg for super chats just to put food on our plate. We got our lives together. We don't leak our own address. Yeah, we're logging off and laughing at this absolute train wreck. Hey, turn it off. Bridge burns down on YouTube, the forums start to roar. They say they're quitting Twitter, but they're back for even more. They think they're famous icons, but they're just an online joke. Another sad delusion going up in internet smoke. Yeah, we ain't no loghouse, we don't live for the digital hate. We don't beg for super chats just to put food on our plate. We got our lives together. We don't leak our own address. Yeah, we're logging off and laughing at this absolute train wreck. Hey, turn it off.
Yeehaw, y'all. Yeehaw. And this absolute train wreck. Y'all can see I've been doing my homework with Miss Cookie Jamie James. So, yeah, has everybody said hi to? Yes, of course y'all have. Y'all are such good folks. Kaylin said, hee 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 hee. Oh, don't worry, Kaylin. I have another one that you're going to love. That I've been doing my homework with Pretty Cookie Jamie James, and I'm just going to show it off because I've been learning, y'all. I've been learning. Now, I still don't know, like, a whole bunch of this StreamYard business. Can't get my screen to be in living color. I don't know how, but I'm going to be doing a video call with Hellfish, and he's going to walk me through some stuff when we put a different laptop in here. So hopefully that'll help, because Chromebook is not the way to go if you're going to be using StreamYard. It ain't. See, if you have a channel and I didn't post, yes. If you have a channel, y'all, say so. Say so. Okay. Because this is one of them places that all the channels should be showing. All of them. Look at our Kaylin. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she pretty? Don't you just hate her? Don't you just feel peanut butter and jealous? Yes, Kaylin, I am stuck. I am the Andy Griffith show at this point. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Look, look. Oh, oh. You lie, but I like the way you do it. Rawr. Kaylin said, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Envy me quietly. Y'all, I'm sorry. I know I laugh at my own jokes, but I tickle me. I can't help it. Liz Miss. Yes, we can see you. We see you. We see everything you're doing right now. Zachariah, how very dare you? Don't make me make a song about you and your ducks. I'll do it. Look here, New Hampshire woman said, The Infinite Storm is a movie with Naomi Watts. It's based on a true story about a woman who saved a man from the top of Mount Washington. Yeah, how many people have to save people off the top of Mount Washington? Ain't even. What do you want? Y'all, I didn't even get to mute and my dog made a poot. Ew. Baylor. Y'all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It smells like Jeffica in here. Okay. The smell my dog just put out is the reason that girl done got put out of the courtroom. Ew. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Come here, explain to the people. Come here. Get up here. Explain to the people why you pooted. Hmm? Why did you poop? Why did you poop? I didn't even mute. That's my baby. Get down, you heavy bitch. Okay. That's my baby. She thinks she's getting back up here. She ain't. Okay. So did all that. Let's see. Oh, so Kaylin's pronouns are home and goods. Okay. Well, I have had fun here today, and hopefully everybody got like a little vision of the Appalachian Trail, and maybe someday you'll do it. Stupid. Woo. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. It's the truth, y'all. It's the truth. Stop. Caitlin said no. Caitlin said, my idea of roughing it is a hotel without room service. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, y'all. I'm going to end this here because I have a lot of homework to do today because I have tutoring with Pretty Cookie Jamie James later. So I'm going to learn more and get my homework done. Chester. So I'm going to end this here, and I'm going to leave you all with a little tune.
The screen is glowing, the chat is moving fast. We built a little world, made the good times last. You are all legends. You chose to spend your time with me, and sharing all these laughs is the best part of my week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. This stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. But the screen is getting warm, and the midnight oil is burned. We leveled up the hype, and every victory was earned. Now it is time to close the tabs and finally power down. Step away from the desktop, take a walk around the town. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. This stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. So go outside and log offline. Let your eyes take a rest. Go touch some grass, breathe the air, do what you do best. The sunlight is waiting, the real world is calling your name. We will be right back tomorrow for another round of the game. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. You turn a quiet room into a stadium of cheer. I appreciate the hype, the raids, and every single view. The stream is nothing special if it isn't filled with you. Thank you for watching.